Hi again, this is Kevin Murray from myeasyonlinebusiness.com, and now that you've set up an iStock account, we're going to show you how to create a light box and start finding some images that you'll get to play with and see if you want to include them in your website. So you go to the iStock page and it'll ask you to log in. So you log in up at the top with the information that you gave before. So I'm going to log in. And you can also set up your computer to remember you, and I would recommend you bookmark this page because you'll probably come back to it. Anytime you know you're going to be using a page a few times, just go and bookmark it. Now, one of the things that is a nice way to start is to set up a light box. So up here at the top, you can see light boxes. So we're going to go ahead and click on that, and you can see that I've got some different light boxes that I've set up here. Here's for my Energize Your Business website, and I've got 28 images in there. Here's for my Easy Online Business, and I have 22 images in there. So those are different light boxes that I've set up before. Now, if you haven't created a light box before, you'll see that there's a way to set up a new light box. And if you have light boxes, you go to Manage, and it'll ask you if you want to create a new one. So you can go in and edit the contents of the old ones, completely delete them, and you can also create a new light box. So what we want to do is we want to create a new light box. And you give it a name that might be the name of your website or a project you're working on, or whatever is a good name for what you're creating. So I'm going to just say Test Light Box, and I'm even going to spell it right. And if you want, you can put a description and keywords in there. And then you click on Submit. And now you have a new light box called Test Light Box. Now the next thing we're going to do is just start looking for images. So you move over here to the search window, and you put your cursor in there, and you type in the kind of images you're searching for. Maybe they're things that are blue, or maybe it's about baseball. So let's just type in baseball. And you can see that it gives you some deeper search terms to work with. Maybe you're really thinking of just baseball bats or caps or things like that. But let's say it's just baseball. So I'm going to say baseball and go search. Now it's going to return a whole bunch of results. I've actually got almost 8,000 images here. So you see the first pages of images shows up. Over here on the right, you can see page 1 is the first page we're looking at. You can go to page 2, page 3, page 4, additional images you can look at. You can scroll down here to fill up your window with all the images. And as you hover over each image, you see a little bit of information, and you can see a little bit better picture of it. So one of the things I like to do is think about the colors and the look and the feel that I want. Another really important idea is that our website template is set up for landscape images. So this is a landscape image we're looking at now. It's longer, wide, than it is tall. Versus portrait images. Portrait images are taller than they are wider. And these just don't work so well with our template. So let's say you find an image that you like. Let's say I like this one. Well, there's a couple things you can do. One is down here right under the image. There's this little light bulb with a plus, and when you hover over that, it says Add to Light Box. So I'm going to click on that. And then if you have more than one light box, it'll ask you to select one. Well, I'm going to put it in my test light box and say Add that file. So now I've got that file kind of set aside as one that I like. Well, let's say I look around and here's another one that I like. So I'm going to put that into my light box. It automatically remembered the last one I used. So we'll say Add that to the file. Now you can do that as much as you want, and now you go back up to the top and you see where it says light boxes. You go select that. If you only have one, then you go pick that one. Now for some reason my light box didn't show up here. Okay, there it is. So I click on that light box, and here's the 2 images I selected. So you can add as many as you want. This is all free. Light boxes will become public when you have at least 20 files. So you can share this with your web wizard or share this with other people if you want to get some input. So that's a little bit about how to set up a light box. So you can have multiple light boxes, put in all the images you want. You haven't spent a nickel yet. and you're starting to get some ideas for what you'd like your website to look like and feel like for your visitors.